In this video, I'm going to show you how systems are kind of like baking a cake. What's up, guys? I'm Fuego with a P, and welcome to Build Hire Fire. This channel is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and owners design their business to run without them in 3 easy steps. Build systems, hire a team, and then fire yourself. In this whiteboard session, we're going to break down simply how systems work, and then I'm going to give you a really easy metaphor that's going to bring it home for you, and then hopefully you'll start to create systems in your business starting today. So systems really have 4 structures. You have the system itself, you have its function, its result, and then what it does is it gets you to the money. You can break this down in another way by saying that the system is or are people, and the function is the system. The result is the business, and the business produces the money. So people run the system runs the business, and the business makes you money. And the way that you can scale your business is by getting your business to a place where you can repeat the process or repeat what you produce over and over with the same quality each and every time. When you get a franchise in, let's say, a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A or whatever you get into, they don't technically teach you how to be the best burger maker. I don't even know if that's a thing, or they don't teach you how to cook the food. What they do is they teach you the systems that manage the people that cook the food, that produces the food, and then delivers the same result over and over. A lot of our favorite brands that we go to because we like what they do, and they do it over and over. So every time you go to Apple or you go to whatever brand you go to, you can almost guarantee that they're going to deliver the same product with the same quality each and every time. So in your business, you want to kind of adopt that mindset. How do I produce the same thing over and over and over? A lot of times where we tend to fail with that is that as the owner, we are people, we are the business, but we don't focus on the system. But we don't take the time to get those systems out of our head and onto a platform where somebody else can come in, learn this system, and then get you to the money. So a lot of times we are both people, we're the business, but we never manage our systems well. So what happens when you start to add systems into your business? You start getting what people pay you for out of your head and onto a manual that somebody can follow. Essentially, anybody can do what we do, but people come to us because of how we do what we do. Does that make sense? If you are a hairstylist, if you are a barber, if you are a digital marketer, you can learn how to do digital marketing on your own, but there are people who have certain styles and aesthetics that make them stand out, and people want what you do, how you do it. So when you have systems in play, you can hand your system to a competent member of your team and say, hey, this is how I do these things. And if you do these things the way that I do them, then we're going to get to the result, which is delivering on that brand promise, which gets us closer to here. So I want to give you a really simple metaphor that's going to help you understand how systems work and how you can easily implement them and start building your first set of systems today. I want you to think about cake, specifically cake in a grocery store. When it comes to that cake, you are going to pick which cake you want based off of the result that you see on the box. The box is going to drive your decision. So you might go through 2 rows of cakes before you see the type of cake that you want to make. And then once you select that cake, you turn the box over and you read the instructions. And the instructions are going to help you understand how to go from what's inside this box to what's on the front of this box. That makes sense? So essentially, the cake is the result. This is the result that you want in your business. This is the result that you want to teach to whomever is going to be running this part of your business. And then here are the steps that are going to get to this result. So when it comes to cake, it might be eggs, milk, flour, 350 degrees, et cetera, et cetera. You've baked the cake before. I've never baked the cake, but you've baked the cake before. So when it comes to your business, start with the result that the system is going to produce in the business. And if it is a system in your business that is going to continue to help you make more money without you having to physically be there and have to physically touch it, then that is the system that you need to start working on immediately. You want to focus on those high income systems first and start backing away from running those, because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to get into this hole of creating systems for everything, but at the same time, you're not focusing on the continual growth of the business. So if we start with the result of the cake, now we're going to go into, when it comes to your teammate, this is going to be the role. This is going to be the function. And the result, and then cake. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of similarities in all these areas. There are a lot of similarities in these areas because, again, systems run the business, people run the systems, et cetera, and it all gets you to people run the systems run the business, and the business makes you money. So when it comes to building a system that somebody can follow, you want to establish what the role is. What is the job? What is the description of the job? How do I do the job? And what is the purpose of the job? What is the function of that job, as it relates to the role? So if this person is my social media marketer, their role is social media marketing. The function of that role is you manage my social media, you post, you might write some copy and things like that. And then the result is, things on my social media timeline. And then the cake is me, going in and reviewing what they've done to make sure that they have followed everything, inside, of here. They followed all of that. So the role is the person, the function is the system. The result gets me to the money, because that's essentially what we always are working towards. So objectively, you want to eliminate yourself from here, and only focus on here. If you focus on the result, let me make sure you can see that. Your job, once you've created that system, your job is to focus on the result, because the result is what gets you here over and over and over and over if you're creating that repeatable, successful outcome each and every time. So in recap, people run the systems. So in recap here, let's go. People run the systems run the business produces the result, and the result is money. So when it comes to building systems, you want to teach people what their role is, how to function in their role, your desired result in that role. And then once they've created that result, then you manage that result. And each system works towards getting you that repeatable. You want to make the same burger each and every time. You want to make the same fries each and every time. You want to build the same product each and every time, the same way each and every time, because that is what's going to get you to be able to scale. If you're able to package up all your systems in a way that you can go from one location to another and still produce that same, result each and every time, now you're in a position to scale. Now you have quality systems, and now you can start to fire yourself from your business.